And welcome back to the Limited Queue. If you're anything like me, you were really excited about the Battle for Zendikar pre-release this weekend. I was able to hit a grand total of 3 pre-release events. I would have done more, except I got a little bit of girlfriend aggro. Oh, nope, this side. Right there, that one. She called me up about midday on Saturday and Sunday and said, "You've played enough Magic for the day. It's time to come home." So, unfortunately, I wasn't able to play 5 events like I wanted, but I did get to play 3. Definitely learned a lot about the format. I think it's going to be a very cool set to draft. Um, and every time that a pre-release comes out, everybody starts thinking about what's going to be great. How is this going to affect standard? What's going to happen with the constructed meta? And that's all. Those are all fantastic questions. But what I start thinking about is what already exists that is going to be altered in value because of the cards that just came out. There are some people that try to speculate on this before pre-release. They try to pre-buy. I have a friend who bought 55 hangerback walkers at $2 for a playset before Origins came out. He's extremely happy right now. Um, on the other hand, I've gotten into betting on Magic cards a little bit, I guess you could say. I plunked down a solid $200-300 on Thopter Spy Network when that came out. I now have foil Chinese, foils, everything you could imagine with Thopter Spy Network, and they've dropped in value pretty considerably. So there are some wins and some losses when it comes to betting on Magic cards. I just wanted to make a video showing you guys what I have purchased, um, and in anticipation of the new BFZ standard. I think that these following cards are going to go up in value for different reasons across the board, and I think that they would make a great addition to any collection regardless. So check it out. I'm going to go through the cards that I think are going to go up in value significantly. They are unnaturally low at this point. All right, so let's make me a little smaller. Whoop. And just so you know, I'm not promoting anybody's specific eBay auctions. I just brought this up to show you what these cards are worth right now. So right now we're looking at Palace Siege. Everybody's giving a lot of hype to the black-white ally life game deck. They're saying there are very few matches that are ending when you're under 20. You know, not only do you not come close to dying, you just blow your opponent out. Palace Siege, not only is this cool because it's Chinese, you can get you can get a whole play set for $2 with free shipping right now. And this is basically a free. What it does it has 2 options, one of which is basically irrelevant. I think it returns a crappy creature to your hand every turn from your graveyard. The other is important. It drains your opponent for 2 and gives you 2 life on every of your upkeeps, each of your upkeeps. So this is almost like a free planeswalker ability. If I could see that being a +1 on a black planeswalker. I don't know why this doesn't see more play. I think it will see play if a black-white allies deck does well at the Pro Tour. I think it will see play if an Esper Super Friends deck comes out on top. And if, for those of you not familiar, Esper Super Friends is black, white, blue with the new Gideon to make free white knights, Jace to loot through cards and give you flashback, and Obnixilis to clear the way. Seems legit. I think that this would be a decent game finisher for a long game control deck. I think that Palace Siege is, out of all the cards, actually, this is one of my favorite buys. I'm probably gonna buy this right now. Actually, $2 for a playset. You basically can't go wrong. It's 50-cent rares, and they're in Chinese, so you know some kid somewhere is gonna want to trade them out of your binder at at a value of like triple what they should be. So let's just pick this up right here. I've already mentioned Thopter Spy Network. I think it's a fantastic card. It's basically a blue bitter blossom if it's set up correctly. The only problem in the format right now, especially since Dark Steel Citadel has rotated out, is that there's no really good artifacts to fuel Thopter Spy Network into being a next level card. Um, I think that's going to change, especially in the block. If you consider the storyline, there Gideon and his small allies that they have to rise up against these large, overpowered, beings. They're going to need some type of equipment to help them. Um, I think that there's going to be something similar to a Loxodon hammer in power level coming out as a legendary artifact. We might already there is one of those considerations further down the line here. Um, I think there is eventually going to be a viable artifact to make Thopter Spy Network a next level card. It's $6 for a playset. Why not? All right, if you don't already have one, if you're smart, unlike me, and you didn't buy them when they were $10 a playset, then you should pick some up now at 6, in my opinion. Abbot of Carol Keep. This is kind of a hedge. I already have a few playsets of these. At the beginning of every new set and every new rotation, especially every new rotation, the go-to deck for easy blast, easy win is mono red. It's basically a formula. Um, I think that Abbott is a little bit underpriced right now at $5 each. I think picking up a playset for 20 is a good investment. I think it has room to go up to 8 or 9 each. If a red deck wins, makes the top 4 in the BFZ Pro Tour coming up, I think that this is a card that looks like it can spike for a second time. I feel like people have forgotten about it. There's been, because red deck, the mono red and Atarka red had such a good run, because Eidolon, a lot of people feel as though Eidolon was a big part of that. They're kind of forgetting about this deck. I think that Abbot of Carol Keep is a good buy for a playset at $20. Hallowed Moonlight. All right. So BFZ came out. All right. I just want to let you know, this is a card that I have bet big on, actually. I did blow. I'm looking around to see if I can just grab a random pile of them because there are several in my room. What's this? Nope. But I did blow like $100 on Hallowed Moonlight so far, and the reason for that is that everybody's hyping See the Unwritten. A lot of people are talking about how it's fantastic this, and you can drop Ulamog into play real quick, and it's here we go. All right, finally, I picked up. This is just some of the Hallowed Moonlights that I have lying around. Um, Basically, big creatures, big fat creatures. Everybody likes to put them into play for some with some cheesy trick, and a lot of people. This is the reason that See the Unwritten has gone up huge. Hallowed Moonlight is not only the perfect answer to See the Unwritten, which is spiked from $1.50 to, I think now it's up to $22. Hallowed Moonlight is also a fantastic answer to any token producer, which includes Hangerback Walker, and it cantrips. So even if no effects and you just need to cycle through your deck, it cantrips for 2. I think this is a great buy at $1. Actually, they've gone up even in the last week. I bet on them when they were about 50 cents each. I bought them at about $2 for a playset. Now they're up to about $1 each. I think there's a lot of room for this to be a $4 or $5 card. We were alluding to this earlier when I was talking about Thopter Spy Network. Right now, I think Sword of the Animist is poised to be one of the most powerful artifacts in the format. Landfall is a big deal, and getting Landfall when you attack every turn as an instant is massive. And as I said, it sets off Thopter Spy Network. Even just having it in play, you could equip it to a Thopter, which does double damage up to 2. I guess that's not a big deal. Gets you a land and draws you a card. I like this a lot. A playset. You can see it says buy another because I definitely picked some up here. You can pick up a playset for, what is it, $8 right now. I think this is a great buy. Um, I think it's definitely going to see play in some type of red or red green ramp deck, or maybe some type of artifact based deck in the future. Uh, this I think is interesting. When this card came out, and it had a lot of hype because it was really the first interactions that we had with the Exile Zone. I was a little bit worried that this card was an indicator that things were going to get a little bit weird with Magic Constructed, because I wasn't ready to be interacting with an Exile Zone. I'm a little bit conservative when it comes to my Magic playing. I like aggro and I like control, and everything else beyond that is a little bit weird. But uh, after playing the pre-release, I am definitely comfortable moving in and out of the Exile Zone. Um, and between Delve and Ingest, I think there's a lot of room for Torrent Elemental to see some serious play. You can draw and discard it to Jace, delve it out to Treasure Cruise, and then cast it again. Why is this not happening in Constructed? I don't know. But for $1.79 for four in a foreign language, you should definitely pick this up. I don't see why not. I just so you know, my personal feelings, I've picked up 35 of them foiled out. And I think I'm going to pick up. Oh, there's only one left. Look, all right, sure. I'll pick up these last four for $2 in Chinese. Why not? Secure the Wastes. Um, for those of you who don't brew a lot, there is a Zada deck that is going to hit something near you soon. Um, Run it down for you real quick. First turn, Monastery Swiftspear. Second turn, Dragon Fodder. Third turn, Hordling Outburst. Fourth turn, Zada. Fifth turn, hit Zada with any pump spell, preferably. I like Defiant Strike because it'll draw you 9 cards, and then maybe another Defiant Strike, followed by a Mighty Leap. So then all of a sudden you have goblins that are 1, 2, 3, 4. So they're 5/3 flyers. You have like 9 5/3 flying goblins attacking on turn 5. Okay, all of this sounds good to me. I think that Secure the Waste is going to be a big part of some type of Boros token deck. It also works well with. I want to see somebody use this with Orchestra Shot, but so maybe that would fit in Black White Allies if somebody wants to get tricky and cute. But I think Secure the Waste, $10 for a playset, $2.50 each. I definitely think it's worth playing just because the Zada deck is going to be a thing for sure. End Hostilities, I think, is underpriced. Why? We're looking at a format where in black and white, I think there are now a total of 4 different board sweepers. There is End Hostilities, Crux, Languish, and Planar Outburst is the new one. And that's not even counting Eyeblight Massacre, the new one in Battle for Zendikar. There are so many board sweepers that I feel that for $3, this is going in. This has got to be in a control deck somewhere. I think Esper Ultra Control running 16 sweepers is definitely uh, a possibility. It's a deck that I've put on paper that I know I'm going to try to play. Um, just so you know, that deck looks like End Hostilities, Crux, Languish, Planar Outburst, and Thopter Spy Network. With I was actually thinking Alter the Brood, or I was thinking Warhorn. And basically, my only win condition. Oh, and maybe 2 Sphinx's tutelage. So my win conditions would be the tutelages, or just unlimited Thopters. Well, I don't care that I wipe your board every day or every turn. Okay. I was also thinking about putting Narset in there to give my board sweepers rebound. It's just an extra turn of draw. Why not? Um, this looks. I think for $3, I don't know why a Wrath of God doesn't see play anymore. I don't know why people don't like this concept. As we just talked about, Crux of Fate is also on that list. It's $1 per card for a sweeper, where you can even play dragons and get around all of that. Oh my god, this card is so undervalued right now. In addition to End Hostilities and Crux, I also think Languish is underpriced right now. $10 for a playset, what is that? $3 each. Definitely pick it up. It was a $12 card when it came out. Just because it dropped hard and fast doesn't mean it can't go back up the same way. The only reason it dropped, A, is because it was the game day promo. B, it just didn't see any play. But I think, especially after Siege Rhino rotates out, this is going to be very, very popular. Um, this is actually the first Battle for Zendikar card that's been on this list. I've purposely stayed away from the newer cards, but this one is so juicy that I really feel like it can't be ignored. For $6, you get a playset of mythix that gives you a time walk and a land, and a creature. This, I feel like you can't go wrong. Um, Pick it up for $6 just in case something crazy happens. We're looking at a longer format now, so I'm definitely control cards are definitely coming back into the picture a little bit more than they were a few weeks ago. I feel like there can be movement on this. This is one, unlike Temporal Trespass. I feel like this is one of the this is the first time walk card in a long time where there can actually be something that happens with it. So yeah, pick it up for $6, $6, $8 for four in Chinese. I think I would buy it. I've already bought two playsets. There's been a lot of talk in my LGS about Sarkin the Dragon Speaker. He's a $5 planeswalker right now, and he fits very well into a upcoming red aggro deck that is entering into a format that's slowing down. He's been heralded as Stormbreath Dragon replacement, which I can see. He definitely has. I feel like he has the ability to be a staple in standard before he rotates out. And for $5, it's a planeswalker. The worst thing is that you just roll him in commander deck. Sorry. And last on the list is Citadel Siege. Citadel Siege is extremely cheap right now. You can buy a whole play set for $1 with free shipping. There's 78 available. Bonkers. How do you not pick this up? I've seen some. It works well with hardened scales. It works with, which also works with Mana Gorger Hydra, which I think is a great combo. I've seen some interesting stuff going on with this. Seen people using it with Willbreaker. So they choose dragons at the beginning of each combat on each opponent's turn. They tap target creature and they steal their opponent's creature. It gives you free counters. It turns your white weenie deck into a massive powerhouse very quickly. I definitely feel like it's worth for $1 for four. I'm going to pick up two right now. All right. So that is what I am personally picking up. Oh, I look weird there. That's what I've been looking at picking up in preparation for the new BFZ standard. I feel like those cards that I just rattled off, they are pretty cheap for the most part. I think the most they are is $5 card, and that was for either Sarkin or the Abbot, which has already seen a significant amount of play. And then everything under that is $1 a card or less, or no, Secure the Waste was $2 each. I feel like they're good bets, and even if they're not, so for a total of $40 or less, you could definitely be prepared for any one of those cards to become a $10 card. It goes from 99 cents to $10. You basically made your money back, although it's always risky to say that. Okie doke. I'm going to be uploading. I've had a lot of thoughts from this weekend of pre-releases. I'm going to be uploading a few more videos, so please check those out. And if you get a moment, please subscribe or like this video. And finally, if you have anything that you think from a past set, because everybody's speculating about BFZ right now, if you think that there's a card in a past set that's going to skyrocket, please let me know. I'll definitely look into picking up a few playsets for myself if I agree with you. So, yeah, leave it as a comment. Thank you very much, and I will. Oh, what is it? Oh, I told myself I was going to start saying something. May you win all your die rolls, and may the mulligans be with you. I don't know. That's going to bother me. All right. Please subscribe. Thanks. Bye.